Hello YouTube, welcome on all, and welcome to two guys talking about the EA Play before E3 2019.
Yeah.
Poor life choices were made.
Yeah.
We decided to watch it, and that was a poor life choice.
Honestly, there really wasn't any need for it. The whole thing was just... There's no need.
No.
They could have just done a Nintendo Direct or a PlayStation State of Play thing. It would have been a lot better. There was absolutely no need for the State of Play.
I mean, obviously they had that set up for like people to go and experience the games, and that, which is fine. But I think they spent... It felt very slow.
There was no need for the presentation thing. The whole booth things and that's...
I mean, yeah, maybe
fine.
like an introduction. And then show it, but yeah, it wasn't brilliant. I mean, I thought EA couldn't get any worse than last year. I mean, to be honest, in EA's defense, it's not much of a defense, but in EA's defense, we didn't watch EA play last year. We watched the conference.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is what they normally do with the EA play. Or not. So if this is what they normally do, then we've never watched it again. I was just under the impression that they would just like introduce the games, show them, and then have a tiny little discussion on them, and then go on. But we'll talk about what they showed. And they kicked off with the one that pretty much the only one that anyone's actually talking about.
Yeah, the only one really people wanted to see.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Which was the first thing they showed off.
Yeah.
And in hindsight now, I'm thinking maybe you should have left that till like last.
They should have chose a different thing to show, I think, in regards to Jedi Fallen Order. That level did not put me in... Yeah,
in defense of it though, it did say
pre-alpha
footage.
Did it look pre-alpha?
No, I would say it looked more beta.
Yeah,
if I'm honest, it looked more like.
It might be the only thing it might be the only thing of the game that's in the beta stage, but yeah, it was just basically a level where there was a lot of walking between points and then little like.
I don't think that's going to be in the game. I don't think that level's going to be in the game. I think it's just a random thing that they've done just for that.
They had thingy from Rogue One.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker's character.
Yeah,
from Rogue One, wasn't it?
The guy that had the.
So we know it's set before Rogue One.
Yeah. There's a few problems with this demo that I have in regards to like the whole storytelling part of it. But we'll get to that once we've described what happens. So basically there's like some wall running. You can. And they like showed off some of the abilities, like he used the Force to pull out a vine so he could swing over to another, which was pretty cool. Nice little way of using the Force. He's got a little droid, which
is pretty cool. Which looks to be, by the look of it, because it didn't look like there was a hood.
No, there was a health bar, and that was pretty much it.
It looks like the droid that goes on your back is going to be your like hood.
Yeah. So basically, like, the way they showed it is like he looked at the map and the droid actually just beamed a hologram of the map, which is really, really good. Nice little things. I'm gonna say something that someone else has also brought up. You know, there was a certain studio very good at hiding the hood in the actual game and making it seamless with the game, and that was Respawn, Dead Space. But you know, we'll leave it at that. I think everyone can come from that. So basically, then it went into they fought some stormtroopers. And the stormtroopers are cannon fodder as always.
Yeah, stormtroopers are useless as always. The actual combat, like, this is where I'm because with it being pre-alpha, it was very clunky. It looked incredibly clunky.
Yeah,
everything felt like he was taking.
You would have to wait for the whole thing. You would have to wait for the whole.
To move.
The animations, like the animations were a little bit too long, and you had to wait for the entire animation to finish before you could do something else. Yeah.
They added a posture bar.
Yeah, there seems to be a posture bar in it. So anyone that's played Sekiro or seen how Sekiro does its combat, there was a very similar thing, and I'm worried they just.
I think they've slapped that on.
They've seen Sekiro and slapped that on it, and maybe I'm wrong. I mean, obviously, game development takes years, but
no, I think the posture thing that is from Sekiro and the thing.
Someone's
played Sekiro. Thought that's a really good idea. Let's put that into this.
I mean, to be honest,
it's not a bad idea.
I don't know. I don't think there's a release date at the moment.
No, there isn't.
So they've got time to like work that into the combat and make it.
I think if they can make the combat a little bit more free flowing
and fluid,
and fluid, then it'll be all right. But the way it was there on the trailer that they showed, the posture bar would seem more of a fucking hindrance than anything else.
So then they went. I think the only enemy that he actually like had a proper like lightsaber on thing combat was. I want to say like a member of the Inquisition, but it's a different name for it, and I forgot the name already. I've slept since we've seen it.
I've forgotten about most of the thing.
It's okay, I do remember. It's why we wrote down notes. Because we're obviously again we're in the UK. It was like finished at like 9 o'clock last night.
For us.
I think it was that boring. We were just knackered at the end of it, trying to drag ourselves through it. But anyway, we'll get back onto the game. I'm trying to think.
Anybody who's watched Gotham will recognise the main character. Well, at least we think it's the main character. For all we know, that could be his own little bits at the moment. You know.
He's the main character.
He's the main character.
Yeah.
Anybody who's watched Gotham will recognise the main character, as it is Jeremiah.
Again, I haven't introduced it. It's MrMaxwell, obviously.
Oh,
but also, MrMaxwell has not seen the original, the original trailer for Fallen Order.
No.
So he didn't.
Not Fallen Order. You mean Rise of Skywalker?
No, the Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh no! I haven't seen the original trailer for that.
Yeah, you haven't seen. You haven't even.
I'm not that fussed about Star Wars.
Yeah. I'm the big Star Wars fan. He's not.
No.
And I have my bones of contention with the new films and a certain Poe Dameron. But anyway, I will not go into that rant. That one would be.
I haven't seen the trailer for Rise of Skywalker either, actually.
Well, one of the good things about the Rise of Skywalker is that Poe Dameron isn't in it. Well, the trailer.
In the trailer.
He's not in the trailer. I've not seen him in the trailer, so therefore that's a good trailer.
Anyway,
back onto but we're going on a tangent. Back onto Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Trying to think what else that was. I mean, he fought some spiders.
That was
about it. And then they had the security droid at the very end. There was the security droid from.
Rogue One,
the model, not the actual security droid. I can't remember his name now. But the one who was really the best character.
Oh yeah, the best character.
The best character who has the standout badass moment.
And one of those attacking from behind.
And that was the end. So I have a few problems, and it goes into. I mean, gaming wise, it probably isn't that big a deal, but like lore wise, it is. Basically, some of the abilities they showed was him to be able to literally freeze a stormtrooper in place and freeze a blaster bolt, aka like Kylo Ren. Now, I'm sorry, but a Jedi on that power scale of the power would be picked out by Darth Vader within a minute. I'm sorry, there's no hiding that fact. If Darth Vader doesn't turn up at the end of that level...
I think that would... I'm giving it a chance, and what I'm going to say is, I think if that was just more to show you what you can do, what I'm hoping is that you can level up.
Oh yeah, there is a leveling. There is a leveling
so,
system.
Like at the beginning, you're not going to be able to stop blaster shots and all that sort of stuff. But
he was getting
as you level up,
he was getting skill points
Yeah.
as he was progressing. The problem I have though is that this is a brand new character adding into the Star Wars lore, and you now have to ask yourself, well, how is this person not in Rogue One? How is he not mentioned in Rogue One? How is he not mentioned in the original trilogy?
That's easy. He's going to die again.
Yeah, Darth Vader's going to kill him. He's going to sacrifice himself to save everyone else and fight Darth Vader and die. Yeah. That's what's going to happen. And I'm slightly disappointed in that. Because it's like, especially when it's set between Episode 3 and Episode 4, where the Empire is literally at its zenith. The Empire is all powerful, all seeing, all conquering. There is literally only the little inkling of the rebellion, and they're just trying to hold on and make hit and run, and basically little nips at the Empire.
Yeah,
and I want to feel vulnerable. If I'm a Jedi, I'm like, I can't use my powers. I really can't use my powers. If I do, there's a certain there's a certain ship that'll appear in orbit with a certain blooming
guy dressed in all black.
Coming down with a red lightsaber going.
You will murder me.
Who will literally murder my ass? That's what I want. That is what I wanted from this.
You might still get that.
Yeah, the level may have been very late on in the game. I'm hoping it is.
I'm thinking that it is more that was more to show you what you can do as you level up.
Yeah, I'm hoping it is, but it is because he looks so powerful. The only thing I can come up with how is this going to end is him doing the hero sacrifice thing and fighting Darth Vader at the end and dying.
Probably.
And it's I don't want that. I don't want to spend 2 or however long the campaign's going to be, hours, fighting and getting better and getting to the point where I end the game and then going, yeah, he's dead. Nothing you could do about it. Yeah. I don't want to get about it. If it was a weaker character, if it was a Jedi who was a Padawan, who had just left the school and had just been given a master.
So maybe like Luke was when Obi-Wan died.
Yeah, kind of.
He hadn't learned anything.
Yeah, he had learned the basics.
Yeah, so basically sort of like that.
He could defend himself. Yeah, basically so that he could defend himself with a lightsaber. He had little bits of.
He knows a little bit about the Force.
Yeah, Force.
Tiny little bit.
There was one bit where he crouched over a dead stormtrooper and he could hear the echo of his. I think it was his death, if I remember correctly. How he died.
Yeah.
Now, I think that harks back to... I don't know if this is canon or not, but I can potentially harks back to... Because I don't know if that was just a normal Jedi thing or not. Because in the lore, from what I can remember, is each Jedi had... There was the basic skills and abilities that Jedi had, but also they had specific unique abilities that they could. For example, the Skywalkers could see visions of the future. That was the one. That was the Skywalker thing. They were really strong in the Force, but they could also have visions of the future. And that double-edged sword.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what Obi-Wan's... I can't remember what Obi-Wan's was. But different ones Mace Windu had the ability to see how everything was interconnected between people, and so I'm wondering if that's his. If it's still canon in that, I don't know. But if it is, I'm wondering if that's his unique Jedi ability. This guy died. I can see how, I can hear how he died, or his last thing he did.
Maybe.
Which is really neat, and I hope they may put that into good use, because I think that was just a warning of the giant spiders.
Yeah.
For there, but I mean, as an introduction to that ability,
it would be a good collectible thing.
Yeah.
In game, finding like Stormtrooper body sorts, and it's a good little.
Yeah, it definitely is. And that would be nice. I like those types of things where they use like, instead of just arbitrary like, oh, this is a statue, collect all these through the level.
Collect 100 statues at Ubisoft.
Actually have something to do with the character as to why they would do that.
Yeah.
Why they would go over to these things and pick them up. I mean, the only thing that it really works with collecting the items is frigging Uncharted, because he's a fucking ancient relic collector.
In that game, all the relics are different.
Yeah.
They're all different.
No, that's what I'm saying. It works as well because he's a treasure hunter.
Yeah.
So
I don't think was there anything else.
That was pretty much it. There wasn't really too much. It
was more of a gameplay reveal than anything else.
Yeah, it was more of a gameplay reveal.
They had a talk. They didn't. I don't know why they did the talk, because they really didn't tell us anything.
Not really.
They just kind of kept everything back, and they just sort of went, our game is awesome.
No. Our game doesn't have loot boxes. Our game is a single player.
That was literally it. That's all
they got applauded for that.
Yeah, they got applauded.
They got applauded. No, right. People should not applaud people for doing stuff that shouldn't. Oh, we don't have loot boxes. Yay! Don't applaud that. They shouldn't have gotten to that point in the fucking first place. Also, EA just does not deserve any. It
is not it is not something that you applaud.
Yeah, EA don't deserve any credit or consideration or applause in regards to anything to do with loot boxes, since they are the most egregious.
They did mention about Forrest Whitaker being in the game for like 5 seconds. They didn't really talk. Except that there really wasn't any need for them to be on the stage.
Yeah, they didn't really reveal
anything. They didn't say anything.
Nothing.
Really.
Yeah,
they just talked about
what we just saw.
What we saw, and how the team are enjoying making the game and all that sort of stuff. And that was really about it.
Nothing. Yeah.
I didn't really see. Oh, and they mentioned that they got the guy from Gotham to play the main character.
Yeah.
And other than that, and after that they left. And then it was
Apex Legends.
It was Apex Legends.
Also, though, it was pretty funny that at the beginning of the stream, they like panned out to all the games that were being displayed and people playing them, and Anthem had no one.
No one was at the Anthem booth
at the beginning. Eventually, there was. I think people were being chaperoned. I think
people were being paid. I think people were like, "We'll give you a free drink if you go in there."
Because literally, oh my god, that's a bit. I mean, ooh, hoy. Then they went on to Apex Legends, and this felt like before Apex Legends launched, EA had no plans for having Apex Legends anywhere near their EA Play. And then Apex Legends launched and had a really popular start, and EA went, "Oh, well, we're gonna have to put something in now."
Yeah.
So they're
just doing an Overwatch. They're just doing an Overwatch.
Yeah, they're doing an Overwatch, which makes no sense whatsoever. I mean,
they're just doing an Overwatch.
The characters. I mean, clearly they want to sell the shit out of merchandise for this game now. Clearly.
But it's the season passes now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's how they're making
money. The season passes is what they're making money for. They announced, they said, there was a new way to play. It's ranked mode. It's not a new way to play. Not a new way to play. It's just a different queue. That's all it is. It's the same fucking game mode. There is no the only difference is that it's supposed to be you versus people at a similar level, which is fine if you're actually decent and good at it. Unfortunately, if you're not,
you'll just be stuck in the bottom.
You'll still be stuck in the bottom and having to contend with seal clubbers.
Most likely, yeah. They introduced a new character.
Yeah, they introduced a new character.
Watson. I was going to say Winston.
You were going to say Winston.
I was going to say Winston.
And I think her deal was she could set up defensive barriers.
Yeah, she can set up defensive barriers, and she has I think they called it a tower, which basically buffs your team.
Buffs your teams, or it's like an anti-air defense thing and all that sort of stuff. So she's a very defensive character. They had this and it was really cheap animation.
Yeah, the
intro.
They tried to do like I said, they tried to do
they
tried to go Overwatch with it.
If it was if the animation was any worse, I would have sworn it was stop motion.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. But it was so it was like apparently the backstory for her is that she was involved in making of the map and that sort of thing.
I think it's her dad.
Her
dad made the arena.
Yeah.
So she basically lived
in the
arena.
Which actually it kind of does suit into the whole thing of like she's best when it's someone who knows the map. If someone, so like experienced players will be very, very good with her and be able to exploit her abilities to the maximum, while if someone new to the game, probably best to avoid her for the time being until they get
used to the game.
Used to the game.
They introduced a new gun.
Oh,
which is not actually a new gun because it's a gun from Titanfall.
Yeah. And it's OP as
well. To which the dev in a genre where really balance is pretty much everything, a dev coming out and saying that a gun is OP is really stupid.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I mean, he said the reason that it's a care drop that it comes in, so you can't find it lying on the ground.
Oh, okay, that's okay then. I was worried that it was going to be like.
But still, it is literally like
it's an unlockable thing.
No. It's basically like proper battle royale where everything you find is on the battlefield. You start with nothing.
Oh.
You just have your abilities.
As you can see, I haven't played Apex Legends.
Yeah. And so this is going to be a care package for... But again, it is literally like he who gets the gun is victorious.
Yeah.
But then again, that's a battle royale to all ends, really. If someone gets like the best gear, they're going to be at a superior advantage to someone who doesn't. So
unless they're up against somebody who's just like
godlike
good at the game.
Yeah. Trying to think what else. Yeah, they announced one of the things as well is if you finish in the top 5, you get the option to join to get like elite status, which gives you extra like challenges and things to go for, which is actually quite cool because
it gives you replay.
It gives replayability, but also it's like everyone has the ability to in a battle royale to finish top 5.
Yeah,
everybody, because. I think I regularly finished top 10 in Fortnite when I played it. And that was because I was a coward and didn't engage. I used to hide a lot. You can easily get... If you're, like, average, you will get a game where you'll be able to get the good guns and be able to actually get to the top 5. And then it's like you get... extra skins, extra emo, it's just like extra stuff I'm able to unlock, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that. I kind of like I like that idea because it gives those people that are really good with the game something to show off instead of having to spend money.
Yeah.
I think what else was it? I think the only other thing was like plugging the store and like the special screen.
The season pass.
Yeah, the season.
The whole thing was really just to plug the season pass.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they hinted at a giant beast that's going to be in season 2 somewhere on the map. Which would be that would be interesting.
They did actually say where it was going to be on the map.
Yeah, they did. It was in one of the. They said the area it was going to be in, but it would be really interesting if someone's playing Apex Legends, not paying attention to any of this, and then just
that's what I generally hope that it is. It's like you can't see it, and then like at 1 second, its eye opens. Then you're no!
It's just basically walk on the corner and just see this giant monstrosity. And be, well,
I'm dead. See you later. Bye.
And that was pretty much it for Apex Legends. Then they went on to Battlefield 5.
Which was just... This is going to be a quick one. Maps.
New maps.
Maps, that's it. Maps. Greece,
Africa, Norway.
I think that was
And then they said they were working on Iwo Jima.
it. Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? Okay. Greece, yes it happened. Africa, this is the thing that gets me the most, right? Africa. If anyone talks about the African campaign, mostly people go on about Rommel's Africa Corps and two Pacific battles. The Second Battle of El Alamein between Rommel and Montgomery, and the Battle of Casamarine Pass. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am, but I could be wrong. But the Casamarine Pass is significant because it's the first time German Tigers are faced by the Western Allies. And the African map they showed I did not see one tank.
There wasn't any tanks. There was armoured vehicles.
There was armoured cars. There was trucks. There was aircraft. No tanks. I'm like... it's just... Greece and Norway. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Different areas. But... this is the DICE are doing the same thing with this as they did with Battlefront 2.
Yeah, they're just...
Where, like, Battlefront 2, I don't give a crap about, like, random maps. I want the Battle of Endor, I want the Space Battle of Endor, I want the Death Star Trench Run, I want the Battle of Hoth, which I think they've got now. I want those major battles in Star Wars. I want the Battle of Coruscant. I want the Battle of Coruscant. I mean, I want them just, to grab stuff from Legends. Because it's like, well, you've got Darth Vader going up against friggin' Rey. The canon makes this Star Battlefront is canon isn't a thing. Hashtag pink bear Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, Battlefront World War II. They got away with it with Battlefront 1 because by the way, it's Battlefront V. Remember? Battlefield V.
You're saying Battlefront.
I know. I'm not disappointed. Battlefield V. They got away with Battlefield 1 because not many people know too much about like the major battles in World War One, and that's because you don't get taught it. Us in the UK got taught the Battle of the Somme, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah,
we didn't get taught Ypres. We didn't get taught Cambrai. We didn't get taught anything that happened in Mesopotamia or the Eastern Front. We didn't get taught any of that. So they got away. They kind of got away with it. World War II, though, there are specific battles that everyone knows about, and it's like you really need to at least have some of them.
They definitely missed a trick.
Oh yeah, this 75th
anniversary
of D-Day, the Normandy Land.
Yeah, Normandy. Well, it was 3 days ago for us now, but like 2 days before.
Yeah, well, no, it's still the 75th anniversary,
yeah,
right? 75 years ago, Operation Overlord was still in effect. They
definitely missed that. That could have been really good.
And this is the thing is that Operation the map. Oh, they're gonna have Metro in it again.
Yeah,
this will be the third game that they're putting it in. I mean, Metro's a good map. I loved Metro when I was playing it on Battlefield 4. 3? Maybe both?
I'm going to say 3.
I think it was on both. This is the thing, though. If you keep putting the same map in over and over and over again, we start forgetting which game it originated from. I think 3. I want to say. I think 3 was the one it was first in. But it's a good map. Metro is like one of the best maps they made. But it's like you because they've like changed the skin from like 1940s Paris, because that's where Metro's probably set.
Oh,
in somewhere. I got a distinct French feel with that place.
It could be Belgium.
Well, it could be. I think with Metro, with it being an underground, especially for it to work now in the 1940s, I'd probably say Paris.
Paris, yeah. It probably is Paris.
Say that or Berlin, but I highly doubt Berlin will be, unless it's the Russians versus the Germans. But anyway, I digress.
So that was literally it for Battlefield 5.
Yeah, and it's my one thing is like, dude, you've got the Normandy landings, where you could have literally like one side the Germans with dug in defensive positions with heavy artillery,
but limited ammo.
But yeah, limited, but they're limited in some other ways.
Yeah.
And then you've got no. They're limited in you can have like the Allies can just keep throwing. You have all you have is a time limit.
Yeah.
That's it. No tickets. None of that. Just time limit. You've got like 10 minutes to get up the beach and all that. Okay. And the Allies don't have any heavy equipment. They just come in as infantry. That would be really, really cool to see, like, how that would play out. And then you've got, like, so there's the Normandy landings. You could have Pearl Harbor, where one side is just Japanese Zeros bombing everything to hell, and the other side is the Americans trying to save as many ships as possible. There's El Alamein. They could have. There's Castle Marine Pass. There's Arnhem, which
I don't think Battlefield's ever done just a tank battle map.
Yeah, they should have El Alamein and Kursk.
That'd be great. I think
and Kursk or El Alamein should just literally be everyone gets a tank.
Yeah,
just a giant ass tank battle. That's what it should have been. That's what they should have. Trying to think. Yeah, I mean, they're getting Iwo which is, you know, okay. It's cool, I suppose. But, you know, like, Midway. Why haven't they got a Midway? Where everyone starts in... where literally everyone just gets planes. Why haven't they got... Why haven't they got Bastogne? The Battle of the Bulge. Why haven't they? Why haven't they got? I mean, they may have. I don't think so. With what everyone was saying from the responses and that, didn't, because we haven't played Battlefield V.
I have.
You have.
I have, but I've only really played a little bit of it.
Yeah, and you wouldn't recognise it unless it actually said.
Yeah, unless it said, I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly.
I know there isn't a Nemagen Bridge, is there?
No.
See, that would be cool.
And in defence, when I did play it, I only ever got one map. I just constantly got one map.
So Battlefield 5.
It's just maps. There's nothing really massively new for Battlefield 5. So yeah, and then we moved on. And it just got more boring after this.
Well, they got Battlefront 2.
Yeah, for like, this was generally absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
what they did. They had the dev, and he was talking about what they wanted to do with Battlefront 2 to make it better. And then about halfway through, they literally cut him off. They had the guy who was presenting literally stop him, and then send him away.
Yeah,
like what the fuck?
And then FIFA 20.
And then FIFA 20 came out. We cut off a dev who's talking about a game and stuff that they want to do with it. To then, all we did was then watch a football just standing there.
Yeah.
For about 2 minutes.
Dude, poor form.
Like what? Not cool.
That was not cool.
Not cool, dude.
Not cool. And let's get into FIFA and the bullshit that they sprung out of their mouths. I'm sorry. I'm calling shit on this. I'm calling bull and shit on this because they saying because their new big feature that is apparently brand new and never before been in
Volta Football.
Is Volta Football, basically street football.
It's FIFA Street. If you ever played FIFA Street, it's that.
Here's the thing. On a PS1 game, they had five-a-side football. I know, because I fucking fucking played it. So they've had all they've done is reintroduced five-a-side football, because that's what it's going to be, with FIFA Street. Which is actually not going to be FIFA Street, because it'll just be the fucking skills and the tricks that you have available anyway. Yeah. So all it is a five-a-side mode with you
can make your own players.
Well, yeah, but you could do that before. And then, I think innovation was the wrong
word. Yeah,
but you can make
you can make a female player now.
Yay! Congratulations.
What do you want, a chufty bar?
Yeah. It's like, it is literally like, I was just like, dude, I know what you meant, but like, because it's for the street football, guys and girls can play in the same team and against each other, which is perfectly fine, because that's what happens in street football anyway. You play with whoever's there. There's no like, oh well, you're a girl, so you have to be on another team. It's like, no, there's 10 of us, 2 teams of 5. Take your pick, go. And whoever's got the ball decides when we finish. Whoever's ball it is decides when the game's over. That's street football. In the most basic term.
They had about a 5-minute video.
Yeah, they had Rio Ferdinand and some.
I think her name was Charlie.
Yeah, I want to say she was a musician. She was like a singer.
I think she's a singer.
Yeah.
I can't remember what this is.
She's clearly not in the type of music that we.
No, she's definitely not the type of music that we play.
Which is fine.
We listen to.
People like different things. But yeah, they kept going on about this being brand new.
Yeah, it's not.
And it is not. It is nowhere near the definition of brand new. This is just bullshit. They had at least 2 games of FIFA Street. They had 2 games of FIFA Street. Now, maybe the controls are a bit more nuanced now and a bit more responsive, but that was... It's not new. No. Nowhere near hell is it true.
We then got on to ball physics, to which the guy really liked to talk about.
Yeah,
he seemed to talk a lot about
nothing people in the community actually want.
Although to be fair, it did seem easier to take a free kick and a penalty now.
Well, they've changed the penalty and free kick mechanics.
It did seem, but they change that every game.
Well, they don't change it every game.
Yeah,
but they do tweak it every. Sometimes it'll have the targeting. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll be a line. Sometimes it won't.
Sometimes it just won't have anything.
Yeah. Sometimes it's.
And you're just taking a random guess.
But the mechanic now is like penalties. Basically, they've stole the penalty mechanic is not new either, because they stole that from 3 Lions. Look it up, everyone. There's the internet for a reason.
I'm trying to think. What else? It wasn't really a lot.
Ball physics. I know there was something else.
They were talked about how like about the players.
Yeah. The AI.
Yeah,
that's tweaking on the ball, off the ball, and another part AI. And I'm like, that's all well and good, but where's anything for career mode? And I know people are instantly going to say, you know, if that's not FIFA's cash cow, that's FIFA Ultimate Team, which Trevor Noah came on and talked about it
for all of 10 seconds
for way too long. I mean, seriously, like, this was the first game when after the whole loot box debacle, they could go, okay, we need to back off on the loot box thing. Let's put some effort in.
You're not going to do that.
No, they're not. But you know, you would have thought they would have some sense of fucking survivability. Let's focus on like the career mode and maybe make a multiplayer career mode. No, why would that happen? It's only what the community wants. Yeah. Also, literally, Apex Legends, Battlefield V, Star Wars Battlefront 2, FIFA 20, Anthem, which is next, Madden all went, we're listening to our community. Bullshit.
And don't forget, we're doing it for passion. We're doing it for the passion.
Yeah, they're called.
All of them said that as well. Passion.
They're all Benjamin Franklins.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're Benjamin Franklins. Of passion.
Passion.
And if anyone
so
doesn't...
much passion.
Yeah, do I need to explain that reference? I mean, Americans will easily get it. Most Brits will get it.
I think everybody will get it.
Dollar. Dollar passion. That's what they're
yeah, again, that was really it for FIFA. Not a lot. Nothing massively new.
I just like... Just give us a multiplayer career mode.
For me, not even that will bring me back. I'm done with FIFA. I don't want to play that game.
Just yeah.
I'm just done.
So then, between the two sports games, FIFA and Madden, they had Anthem.
I think a 2-minute thing for Anthem.
We're listening to the community.
I can't remember his name. He did the live stream for the Cataclysm. So, we're listening. Basically, it was literally just we're listening to our community to help make our game better. That was literally all it was. There wasn't much there. He then got a hug. To which, to be fair, he works on Anthem.
He works on Anthem.
He needs a hug.
Yeah. I mean, if he's one of those that literally is like, we really need to fix this game. It's okay. BioWare Magic will help us.
Yeah, BioWare Magic will totally help us.
Yeah. You clearly, dudes, you need to go to the Wizarding World because that's the closest you're going to get to the magic you need.
Yeah, but that was literally it for Anthem.
So then we went on to Madden 20. And again, they revealed the special abilities, star abilities, or what? X Factor abilities that they were, and it's like, yeah, this is our new thing, and it's like, no, I could have sworn this was in one of your previous games. I should know. I played that game. But it's like it's
got they showed that they've got they're kind of like quests.
Yeah, like there's tasks to do.
Yeah,
it's like a semi made on the fly by the game.
Yeah, boosts your
stats, and
whether it's just for the next game or it's for the entire thing.
I wonder if that's for the career mode.
That's right. I think it's for the career mode. I'm guessing it's career mode. They showed that this time you can actually go through the NFL draft. You actually start off with a college team.
Do the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, you do the Rose Bowl and then you go through the draft.
Which
is fine. Because we don't really play. We don't really play Madden, so we don't know if that's what people wanted or not.
No, I suppose it's like. I suppose some people that'd be kind of cool because it's like how well you play depends on where you get. You could be the #1 draft pick sort of thing if you do really well.
You could end up
that's actually kind of.
You could end up playing for the Patriots first season, or end up playing for the Cleveland Browns, which is most likely what will happen to me.
Yeah. Sorry, Browns fans, but you have to admit your team sucks.
Although, to be fair, last season they did actually do pretty well. I can't remember who was the worst team last season.
No, it wasn't the Dolphins, thank God. That's going to be it.
They did. Yeah, the Browns did alright last season. Actually, to be honest with you, I still think the Browns were the worst, but they did actually win quite a few games. It was one of those like, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who had the #1 draft pick, and that's usually the worst team, isn't it?
Yeah, the team that finishes like bottom with the least wins gets first pick in the draft.
It's not that, wasn't it? It might have been the Detroit Lions. I don't know. Anyway,
it wasn't the Lions.
I know for certain it wasn't. I know for certain it wasn't the Dolphins. We got enough to not finish bottom.
It wasn't the Cowboys. I know that much.
So yeah, that was.
They announced that they're keeping up to date with the playbooks.
Oh yeah, that was
actually quite a
and
decent
that they
thing.
have you're gonna have the unique plays that each team. So I think they did one of the Philly specials.
Yeah, they did a Philly special. They showed the Philly special, and they showed the Raiders.
Yeah, I think they showed
double run thing.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I kind of like that because otherwise you're just literally
It's the same players.
yeah, same players
For every team.
And
they showed that you can now do the, when sometimes you see them do like a pass and then a quick pass to another player. So
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's one of those special plays that they have.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. I'm hoping they still have the create a play. I remember them having it, and I can't remember if they took it out or not.
They also showed
because I'm not that good with Madden to actually understand what the fuck I'm doing. With the playbook's like, no.
We'll stick with the basics.
We'll stick with the basics. Holy shit! I mean, people who know their shit about NFL will probably be able to get that and run with it.
They showed a lot of the quarterbacks.
Yeah, they've
like
got
the
they've specifically animated the specific players to actually look and run and act the way those players actually do, which is always a nice touch. And I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah, for Madden, that was about it.
There was a lot of times where
they announced that they had 220 new plays.
Or at least 220 plays,
yeah,
which is still a lot.
It's still, it's a lot.
That's like, I will look at the size of that playbook and go, ooh, God, no.
Nope, I'm just going to stick with the baby's first playbook. I'm going to stick with that one.
I still hope they have the Ask Madden because, that's the only way I get
That's the only way I get through.
Yeah, it's the only way I get through. It's just like, all I want is like, give me a run play, give me a pass play, and give me something else.
Yeah.
And then let me choose from them.
As you can see, we actually like the Madden games.
Yeah, the Madden games are actually not that bad. I haven't had one of the
we haven't played one of the PS4
ones. The latest generations ones. But that's because I'm still having so much fun with
them. If I'm honest, for Madden, I really, really enjoy career mode.
Yeah.
On Madden, unlike the other sports games that EA do. The other ones they all feel kind of cheap and tacky.
The only thing I would like Madden to have back in is create a team mode. I miss that. It was basic, but it was so. Like I've said to you time and time again. If you give me a decent creative mode in a sports game where I can create a team from scratch, and it's decent enough for me to be happy with it, I will buy that game. I bought a baseball game for that.
So true.
For that very one reason. That was the only reason why I bought it, and I've played it, and I've enjoyed it because of the...
I am generally surprised there hasn't been a game that lets you do that.
What, in NFL? Or
NFL,
American football? I think there is, but it's very rarely is it good.
I haven't seen it.
I know there was NFL Blitz. I remember NFL
game,
Blitz had it.
The only NFL game I can remember is Madden, so...
Yeah.
I can't really remember.
But anyway, that was it for Madden. Then we went on to The Sims 4.
Yes.
Which was the best. They did save the best till last. It was the only decent thing.
It was a good reveal.
It was a good... so they've announced... I think there was 4 expansions. There may be like one major expansion.
I think it's one major expansion and
with 3 little add-ons.
Yeah.
But like the major expansion is Island Living. And it's basically like Hawaii or Polynesia, so like that. Basically, like
it looks more like
Polynesian
sort of stuff. A lot of it.
Basically, there's like a whole environment you have to look after.
Yeah. You can go into the water.
Yeah, you can go into the sea
and swim and have you swim on a jet ski and all this sort of stuff. There's mermaids. Yeah, you can actually be a mermaid.
You can actually be a mermaid and be friends with the dolphins, which is pretty cool. Although to be honest, the first thing I went was, is there going to be sharks?
Yes, that's what I was wondering when I saw.
There's going to be sharks.
Are we going to
have sharks?
Masked.
It would be very unsimish to do so, but could we have sharks? But yeah, you could like be having one of the new job. The new job is like conservationist. Yeah. So like your job is to go around and tidy up and clean up the beaches and that. And depending on how clean and environmentally friendly or
that's the new thing.
The place is,
Depends how the
environment
looks. The environment
changes.
will get.
So like more wildlife, more wildlife, more like butterflies and plants and that, which is really, really cool. And that was pretty much. Oh, and also there's a volcano.
Yes, well, of course there's a volcano. It's an island.
It's an island on the Pacific. It's going to have a volcano because the Pacific isn't cold. The Ring of Fire
For nothing.
for nothing. No, the Pacific isn't, but basically the Ring of Fire is around the Pacific. So yeah, that looks interesting. I mean, I don't play the Sims. I'm not really interested.
They showed ghosts as well.
No, spirits.
Spirits, yes.
Yeah,
spirits.
the island spirits. So like the goddess. And
They'll
the
either
goddesses.
be happy or unhappy with you,
Depending on what you do. Yeah. That was. That was the most excited anyone was for.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think a lot of people were generally waiting.
Yeah, generally happy about what they were announced, and also the presenter it was Julia Hardy, BBC legend, who was also helping presenting the
Battlefield one, but we won't.
No, she was also presenting the Sims one. And the two developers for The Sims, they sounded like they genuinely enjoyed the game.
Yeah.
They were like it was like one of the few where they were genuinely like, yeah, I'm still happy doing this, and everything I'm doing is I'm so excited for, and it's all good, and I can't wait for people to see this.
Yeah.
That's the sort of lovely infectious giddiness I love. When people are like clearly like, oh, I can't wait for people to see this sort of thing. So that was the major expansion they announced. Then there was It Gets Better,
which is at the moment.
From what I heard,
it just seemed like it's the same sex.
You can have same sex relationships, which
fine.
Your reaction was, wait, I thought that was all.
I actually already thought that was in. I didn't think.
I thought it was like. Actually, thinking about it, probably isn't, and it's like, okay, well, no, oh god, I see no problem with this.
I just thought, with it being The Sims, it would just be.
I'm worried that they're going to charge money for it because I would.
It's not chargeable. It's just come.
That one in a free one.
It's a free one. I think it comes out in a couple of weeks.
Ah, right.
It's
sweet. That's because I was about to say I hope they don't charge for it because that's one of those where you feel like just fucking add it to the game.
Yeah, I don't think it's a.
Just release it and add it to the game.
It's just yeah.
There may like be the cosmetic stuff that.
Yeah, I think it's just. Yeah, I think it's just a load of cosmetics. I think they're free as well.
The next one they announced was, but yeah, It Gets Better. I mean, I know we're not talking too much about it, but it's like.
To be honest with you, all they said about it really was same sex relationships and it's some cosmetics. They didn't really say that there was anything else in that.
And to be honest, it's like, yeah, it's a good thing. Move on. Congratulations, well done. And the only question we had was, it wasn't in the game already.
I honestly thought it was already in.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, you could like role play it and have two guys or two ladies in the same house, but they couldn't actually, do stuff. So there. Next was Moschino. I want to say I may be pronouncing that wrong. And it's more like a fashion. thing.
That's more to do with clothes. I think that is the one.
And that you can be a photographer.
Yeah.
I think that's a job for that one. And lastly, what was it? World of Magic.
World of Magic, which again they didn't really say tons on, but by the sounds of it, it's going to be.
Everyone was really happy.
Everybody was really happy about this. By the sounds of it, it's going to be not as big an expansion as Islands, but it is going to be a.
Yeah, it's going to be like when they introduced vampires and
it's going to be like that.
So yeah, Magic, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, they ended it there.
They ended it after that. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I thought last year couldn't get any worse. It did.
There was no need for the
It
whole
was
conference
4
thing.
hour long. I think
There was
it-
no-
How long was it? 4 hours.
I'm going to say 3.
3 hours.
I'm
It was
gonna be
way
generous.
too long. They could have cut it in half.
They should have. What they should have done was they should have just had the state of play like they always do, and then just left that. It had that thing as
Yeah,
the Nintendo
right,
Direct.
right.
and
Battlefield 5 should have been just a video.
The whole thing. The whole
Battlefield
thing.
5 should have just been a video. Apex Legends should have been just a video. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order
should have just been a video.
Should have been a
It did
video.
not It didn't need a.
FIFA 20.
Should have just been a video.
Yeah. Madden
Should have just been a video.
should have just been a video. The only one really was The Sims because they actually went on about
Because
like
there was a lot.
there was a lot, but also like they went into a lot of stuff that people could have missed in the video that they showed.
Yeah.
Which was really really cool. And they talked about stuff that wasn't in the video, unlike the rest of them.
Yeah.
Because it's like FIFA. Oh, well, ball physics. Well, really?
The ball.
It's a ball.
No, now remember, you can change the behaviour of the ball.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like before? Anyway, thank you everyone for. You can have more control of the shooting. I used to say that every year.
Yeah, every year.
But anyway, that's pretty much it. Apart from The Sims 4, if The Sims 4 wasn't there, I would have said this was the worst thing I've ever seen in regards to game announcements and that.
Like I said, this really, other than The Sims, the whole of it, they could have just done a Nintendo Direct or a State of Play thing. They didn't need to do a whole.
But anyway,
for a lot of it,
that was it. Thank God. I think tonight is Microsoft.
I'm hoping it's Microsoft because like I said,
I'll have to look at the schedule. But anyway, that is it for today. We will see you all in the next video where we'll be talking about something else. One of the other conferences we've watched. And until then, toodles.
Bye now.